We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. It's caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Parker's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards to go on second down. Here's a give to Mixon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, it's Tannehill. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Oh, he shifts past, and in for the Lions, touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past
across the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 11. Hey, check back, 6.
Here's Burrow. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Like 6. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on. 11 MT.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 17, Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Check back, 6, 6. Hey, tight. Shift. Check 3.
Now it's Burrow. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. That ball caught by Slayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again is Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Tannehill. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Throwing now, Burrow on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets have taken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Tannehill on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and...
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Check, 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 check. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tannehill throwing again.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man, Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Again, Tannehill. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Tannehill. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Moore.